Sugar Buggers, welcome back to the channel. So today, you guys, we are going to be attempting the 10K building challenge. So if you feel like you're having a little deja vu moment, as if you've maybe seen this challenge here on the channel before, well, my friends, indeed you have. I attempted this challenge about, I want to say maybe a year ago, and I feel like my skills have improved over the years. So I wanted to go and give this a second go around, and without giving any real like comparison photos or anything like that, I'm just going to tell you guys this build hands freaking down runs laps, literal laps around the original build. The original build that I did for the 10K building challenge, first of all, I included, because I thought you were supposed to, I included the lot value into that house. So right then and there, off the top, it took away 1,500 simoleons. Then I went for kind of like a cop out. I'm not gonna lie, because I wasn't really confident in my skills or that I could execute it. So like, why try when you know you're gonna fail? Super bad mentality, by the way. And not typically my forte, but in that instance, I was like feeling super overwhelmed by it. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do it like a fixer-upper style. I'm going to purposely beat this thing to shreds just so I can say, hey, you know, like, it looks like crap because I made it look like crap on purpose, you know? So it's dubbed my first mortgage, and I use like a lot of like the cheapy items and stuff in there as like fillers and for decorations on the wall. Like, the house isn't that bad, but this go around, I really wanted to try to build something that you guys could enjoy, that you could live in. And even though it's kind of like a starter slash like super affordable like home below starter, I don't even know what you would call that, like a steal maybe, you know, even though it was like that, I wanted you guys to be able to live in it and enjoy it and not feel so weird, you know, basically taking up residence in this type of a house. And actually, I'm really excited for the final result. I mean, I did everything. I put in almost everything that I wanted. We got a TV in here. We got like a nice sized kitchen. We do have like a single bed, unfortunately, and I do think I had to like skimp in some areas where I did use like child furniture, but overall, it really looks nice. It blends in beautifully, and I don't really feel like it's that cheap. Like, it just doesn't strike me as a super affordable home. It definitely doesn't look like a 10K home, at least to me anyways. And I even have like a little door that goes to the backyard, so if you want to like start adding on to it, you totally could. It's a really good house to like build up onto. So the real reason why I'm here today, obviously, other than to show you this build, which I hope you enjoy, and if you want to download it, I think you're gonna have to wait until I come back from London. Yes, your girl, she's in London. I don't know if I'm in London now or I'm in London later. Like, I don't know how this is all gonna work, just depending on when I upload it, but that's the reason why it's not going to be on the gallery. I wanted to tell you guys the story, and I'm in London for Sims Camp in case you guys didn't know, but I wanted to tell you the story of how your girl obtained her passport. I don't know if you like know that I'm kind of like, you know, I don't even want to like put this out there, but I'm not the most fortunate soul. Whenever there's something important like this, things just typically don't work out for me, and I don't know why. Like, it's just, I have a really hard time doing the adulting thing. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, right? So when I found out about London, I probably had like maybe a month or so, maybe a little over a month, to get my passport. And I'm a procrastinator, right? I'm like, oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy, like, this is not going to be any problem. Like, I've got my information, just walk in there. Like, I researched it. I thought it was going to be fine, like no problems whatsoever. And the only reason I don't have a passport is because I've never really traveled out of the country, and I didn't feel the need of having one. So then when I went to the passport office, or the post office where I got my passport, you know, I set up my appointment. I made it for 9:30, and it says like, okay, show up 10 minutes early. Your girl was feeling freaking, you know, frigalicious. I showed up literally like 11 minutes early. I checked in at the front desk, and I said, hey, I'm here for my 9:30 appointment. Like, I'm all excited and stuff. And this lady, she literally looks at me and she goes, okay, I'll see you at 9:30. And she, like, her eyes, like, look at the chair. So immediately I'm put in the doghouse, right? And I'm like, okay, that was kind of rude, you know? Like, here I think I'm being, like, super ambitious. I'm, like, over early. And then she's like, cool beans. Like, just sit down. I'll see you at 9:30. Like, it didn't even matter to her. So anyway, I was sitting there, and I had my what I thought was my birth certificate in my hand. And I felt like super productive because I filled out the form, and like I was like, oh yeah, I got this, you know, I had the money with me and everything like that. And she comes back and she looks at me, and she looks at my birth certificate, and she goes, that's not your birth certificate, is it? And I looked at her and I said, yeah, I mean, I hope so. And she goes, let me look at it real quick. And I show her, and she goes, oh, no, honey. This it's a souvenir. And I wanted to seriously jump over the counter, and I wanted to scream in her ear. Like, I wanted to wild out so bad. I was like literally livid. Not even because she told me it wasn't my passport, but the way that she said it so condescending. Like, this is a souvenir. Like, bitch, this souvenir has been with me for 29 freaking years. Bitch, this souvenir has my baby feet on the back. Bitch, this souvenir is the doctor's card that they gave my son. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. Pause. All right. So what do I do? She's like, you have to go and obtain your birth certificate. And she's like, you can just go down to whatever office. Da 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 da. And I'm like, I can't, I can't just go down to the office. She's like, where were you born? I'm like, in Florida. So I had to basically like expedite my birth certificate from Florida. And in case you guys didn't know, my birth certificate, well, I'll tell you, you know what? I'm not going to finish the story here. I'm not going to finish this story here because there is just too much to tell. In fact, if you want to hear the problem with my birth certificate, besides the fact that it was a souvenir, you're gonna have to actually watch my Kajari cast. Her name's like Kayari or Kajari, created them, and I'll tell you guys the rest of the story there because it gets better. It gets so much better, and I'm just about to like scream at this point because nothing goes easy for me, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But yeah, I'm really excited. I cannot wait. I've been asked a few times like if I'm gonna do like a little meet and greet or anything like that. I'm not, just to for like safety reasons and things. You just hear about horrible things happening, especially with what went on in Jacksonville. I'm not saying that any of you guys would obviously hurt me or hurt the other simmers, but like we are like on like lockdown with all the details. Like we really can't tell you much right now because of security, because of safety reasons. Again, not that we think anything would happen, but it doesn't have to be you guys. It could literally be somebody that knows that this is going on and wants to make headline news. I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles this day and age. But anyways, guys, I'm really excited to finally get out of the country. I obviously have to thank you for that, because if it wasn't for your guys' support and love here on the channel and being with me through all these years, this would have never happened. I remember when I first found out about Sims Camp, and I found out like one point I think they went to Germany. I was like, oh my god, that would be my dream come true to like go to Sims Camp in a foreign country, and here we are. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I did show a little footage of my sim gardening some plants for you guys in your own personal garden in the front. And with that said, I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Sunshine.